Was good, yo. Oh wow, I never streamed live on this particular way before. Um, watched the fight last night, right? And let me just say that Usyk is a very good boxer, and what he did at cruiserweight, you got to respect it. He's definitely like top three cruiserweights all time, and anyone that doesn't give him credit for that, you wildin', you're wildin'. Like some dudes are special, and Usyk is special at cruiserweight. Heavyweight's a different animal, y'all. And I find it funny that the dudes that, hate Wilder are always trying to find a new guy to beat him. First, it was Joshua. Then it was Fury. And now it's Usyk, right? Now, boxing's funny because every other division, right? You can jump up in a division and be like really effective. Heavyweight is probably the exception. It is absolutely abnormally hard for you to come up from cruiserweight and have success at heavyweight. Why? There's no weight limit. Heavyweight is the only division that you can be outweighed by 50 pounds going into fight, and it's 100% cool. And so Usyk, a great fighter, going against Deontay Wilder, will be giving up 4 inches in height, I think 5 to 6 inches in reach. So fast, devastating puncher. Now, if you want to tell me that Tyson Fury can beat Wilder, I can understand it. Tyson Fury brings, a, a bunch of different, sets of tools to the table. If you want to say Anthony Joshua, I get that. Joshua's 6'6" and is a solid boxer, good power. Usyk's about 6'3", yo. He's about 6'3", and doesn't really he isn't really a devastating puncher at cruiserweight for it to transfer like you saw last night. Like he fought a guy who was it, on 2 3 days notice, a 38-year-old journeyman on 3 days notice, and now everybody is screaming, "Oh yeah, he's going to do this to the Wilder, he's going to do that to the Wilder." Then nah, man, he's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out fast. He may have success in the first 2 rounds where he's slipping, he's looking good, but can he take a heavyweight's punch? And not just a heavyweight's punch, probably the biggest puncher ever in heavyweight history, top three. Can he take that punch? No, no, he can't. He cannot take a flush shot from Wilder. And we all know you can have the best defense in the world. Tyson Fury is a better defensive fighter than Alexander Usyk. He still got caught twice. The first one was a grazing shot, and he still got put down. So he just doesn't have enough. And he doesn't beat anybody in the top five. Not from what I saw last night. He just doesn't. He doesn't have the pop. He doesn't have the pop, and I'm not sure he can take a quality shot from a elite heavyweight. I think he can maybe beat like a Dillian White, but Ruiz knocks him out. Wilder knocks him out. Fury outpoints him. Joshua knocks him out. Like to me, it's not even close. It's not even close. Like cruiserweight and heavyweight is two different divisions. It's not like going up from lightweight to junior middleweight. That's 5 pounds difference. No, like Tyson Fury weighs 250 in fights. Alexander Usyk weighs 215. Now Wilder can get away with that shit because he's a big puncher and he has like a lean physique. So whereas though now that he doesn't really use as much stamina in the latter part of the fights, but like yo man, he's gonna get his head knocked off, yo. Last night was a 38-year-old journeyman who took the fight in 3 days notice, yo. 3 days. Like he's going to get knocked out, like everybody else. Fury is a special fighter. Now at cruiserweight, Usyk is special. This ain't cruiserweight though. You ain't the big guy. He was the big guy at cruiserweight. No, you're the small guy. And the average elite heavyweight is at least 6'6". Excluding Andy. I don't really say that Andy's elite heavyweight. I need to see him beat Joshua again for me to say that. But the big three, they're all over 6'6". And they're all athletic. So y'all gotta miss me with that Usyk stuff. Y'all just looking for another guy to just, discredit Wilder with, man. And then the fact that he's calling him out, he can't fight you. He can't fight you till at least next year, late next year. He has 2 to 3 fights lined up already, and you already in the line for the WBO. That means you clout chasing, bro. You clout chasing everybody else, and everybody knows it. As soon as Tyrone Sprong tested positive, now all of a sudden you want to call out Wilder. That's because nobody cared about that fight. Like last night's card was horrible. And normally the zone does a great job with cards, man. They normally have a lot of good fights. Last night was shit. And let's call a spade a spade. The last 2 cards have been underwhelming. And now you got Bob giving, us next week, Gavazic versus Beterbiev. Like that is as 50-50 as a fight you're going to get. That might be the best matchup of the year. Like it doesn't have, the sizzle as these other as but best believe, like from just a boxing analytical standpoint, yo man, I can't wait to see that shit. And that's in my hometown in Philly. Shit, I might be there if the doors open at 6. I might be there at 4:30, yo. Like get some Jordans or something. So yeah, I want to know why. Why do people think that Usyk has anything for Wilder? Why? Because Wilder, isn't as skillful, or that Usyk is a way better boxer. Everybody's a better boxer than Deontay. Everybody, and the result is always the same. Always, you get knocked out. That's just what happens. Deontay knocks everybody out, with the exception of Tyson Fury, who outweighed him by 50 pounds. And Fury's special. Fury's just a special dude. Can't explain it. Like he's a boxer with like a just with like a warrior's mentality. As far as when he gets in the ring, I don't really like his choose of cherry picking opponents, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, Usyk just don't have enough. Like he's not incredibly fast at heavyweight. He's not incredible. Like he doesn't have good pop at heavyweight. And we don't know if he can take a shot. So like, what are you basing? What are you basing off of that he'll be Deontay? I think Usyk doesn't survive 4 rounds. He's going to get caught with something, and he's going to get caught with something that he's not used to. Like you saw, Brazil's a big dude. He punched through him, yo. I swore I saw his soul leave his body. Yeah, man, y'all gotta quit it, man. Quit it. Like, let's call a spade, yo. He's an exceptional fighter at cruiserweight, and that's it. He's at the middle of the pack right now. He's in the middle of the pack. Yeah, I can't say he's better than a White. Can't say like I need to see him against somebody live. I need to see him against a Parker. I need to see him against a Jarrell Miller, like somebody who can give it back. But that was more of a showcase. I guess Eddie is trying to build the market in Chicago, which makes sense. I mean, I'm tired of seeing all the fights in like New York and LA and Vegas. Like we need these other markets, man. There's plenty of other big cities out there that support. But that's just my thoughts on the matter, man. I appreciate y'all, tuning in. Probably gonna do this more often. YSM Sports Media, man. We out.